If you are looking for the best and easiest way of selective breeding of shrimps, this video is for you. Hello guys, it's Shrimp Time here and welcome in yet another video about shrimp keeping. Today we are going to talk about selective breeding shrimps. We are going to talk about the easy way of selecting your shrimps, which is a very good way for beginners, for people that don't have a lot of time in selective breeding. But before I start to tell you this easy way, we have to answer a few questions about selective breeding. Why we are selectively breeding shrimps? What we want to achieve by selecting those shrimps? And finally, what are the main rules of selective breeding? What we need to do, what we need to avoid. If you are interested in this kind of knowledge, please stay tuned. The first question: why are we selectively breeding shrimps? There are different reasons. There are different things we need to achieve by selectively breeding shrimps. The first thing is keeping those good, healthy genetics of the shrimps. We need to put out all of the shrimps that can be sick, that can have genetic problems, so that there won't be any spreading of those problems into our shrimp tank. The second reason is to make some traits pop more, to make those traits be more visible, to go to more shrimps. For example, if you are breeding blue bolts, you want to get the blue coloration through whole of the shrimp body, and you are trying to achieve that by selecting out all those shrimps that will have a bad blue coloration or yellowish coloration, or that don't have so strong blue color. The number of population control. So by selectively breeding shrimps, we'll put out a lot of shrimps that don't have those traits we want to achieve. And thanks to that, we will make lower population so that the shrimps will get better condition in smaller tank. So now, if we know why do we select those shrimps, we need to answer to the question, what rules should we follow? So you need to know that there are many different ways of selecting shrimps and doing this process. First of all, the best way is to put out the best males and females in a special ratio to another tank. The second way, to put all other shrimps with those traits that we don't want to have to another tank, and this is the way for today's video. The first rule: if we see sick shrimp, we will put it out, even if she got the most beautiful traits in whole the shrimp herd. Another thing, if we will see a shrimp that got undesired trait, we will put it out. No matter what, if we have any doubt if the shrimp should stay or if it should go, we will put it out. We only want to leave in the tank the closest to our ideal shrimp in the tank. Another rule, the proportion, females and males. For me, the best proportion is 1 male for 5 up to 10 females. In this way, we will get some diversity among the genetics that we will leave, but on the other hand, we'll have males with only the best traits in our tank. And this is very important because the males have stronger role, stronger influence on passing the traits to next generation. Because one male can pass those traits to many females. So we want to have the best males among all. Another important rule is that if we will leave only 5 females, we'll have at least 2 males. And this is for the diversity. We want our shrimps to have the diverse genetics, but very close to the trait we need to achieve. And the last thing that I need to discuss before I will show you the selection process is the risk. Because when we are selecting the shrimps, we got some risk. and the main risk is inbreeding. Is the risk of genetic problems among the shrimps, like balloon head, like short carapace. We cannot do extremely aggressive selection unless we know how to handle those risks. So we know everything which is needed to start the selective breeding of this blue ball tank. I will show you the easy method, the method that needs only taking out all of the unwanted shrimps. So let's start. Here you can see the shrimp that we will stay, the shrimp with a lot of blue pigmentation on its body, with pigmented blue tail, and with this little leftovers of white coloration. On the other hand, you will see the shrimps that have a little bit of yellow, a little bit of greenish tint, and a lot of body that isn't nicely pigmented. The body that don't have this beautiful blue color. And this is the great example of the shrimp that will go out. We can see the tail is almost mostly white, with this yellowish coloration, and the only head got the nice blue color, and here on the other hand the blue color on whole of the shrimp. Another shrimp that is going out, a lot of uncolored, not blue tail, with a little bit of yellowish coloration, and with not as lovely dark blue pigmentation on the head. So the process is quite easy. We only need to take out the shrimps that we don't want to have. We need to put in or leave in the tank the shrimps that we love, and we need to follow the rules that I said. And here on the left is beautifully colored blue-balled female. Another shrimp that will stay, the most of the body is in blue pigmentation. And here we got another young shrimp that is staying in the tank, and another in front of it. So as you can see, there are some very easy decisions to make to be sure that our shrimps will be nicely selected. And here, this is that female that I showed you before. Beautiful pigmentation. I would like to have the whole tank with this type of pigmentation. Another female staying in the tank, and this is a young shrimp that will go out due to the lack of nice blue color. Here, this is another youngster that will stay. So as you can see, I can show you very easy method to keep up the good genetics in your tank. And remember, if you have any doubt about if you should leave the shrimp in the tank or if you should put it out, just do the hard thing and put it in another tank. And now the whole process is going on. As you can see, we are taking out all the shrimps that we don't like and that we need to separate from our good genetics. You need to remember that those shrimps are young, so they can change the pigmentation. And here you can see the tank. You can see the tank after the end of selection process. And as you can see, the whole tank looks totally different from the moment that we start. I know we got a lot lower amount of shrimps, but on the other hand, those shrimps are beautiful, and we need to work hard to achieve more and more of those beautiful shrimps and trying to be restrict to get the best results. And here you can see all of the shrimps that went out to another tank. I will observe them and I will see how they will develop in the future and if they leave the pattern. And if you like this video, here you can see another interesting video about making a great spinach food. And remember, keep on shrimping.